Hey guys, thank you for joining me today again at Diana Who Fitness. As I tweeted a few days ago, today's workout is going to focus on isometrics. Isometrics just basically means that you're holding a pose, kind of like yoga has a lot of isometrics and Pilates. So we want to have our core muscles fully engaged. We want to make sure that we have proper form, proper posture throughout the whole workout. You guys know the drill by now, right? So let me just give you a little bit more information. We're going to do 40-second intervals. I'm going to try to go for a 20-second rest, but sometimes I might have to add a little more instruction, so it might take a little longer. So what we're going to do is we're going to do supersets of one isometric exercise followed by an active exercise that works the same or similar muscle groups. So we have, I believe it's about 10 sets, if I'm not mistaken. I might be a little bit off on that. So why don't we go ahead and get started? We're going to do just a little warm up here just to get ourselves ready. So just do a step touch. And you know, with this kind of warm up, you can always do like lighter, you can jump, whatever it is that you need to do, just get your heart rate up a little bit. And we'll do some of these. As I'm sure you guys have noticed, most of my workouts are low impact. I'm over 50 now. I've had arthritis in several of my joints for many years now. That's why it's important to have those core muscles strong and to know how it feels when they're engaged. All right, now just come to the end of your mat. Then we'll come down to plank and then back to down dog, and we'll do this a few times. As you might have noticed, we are using some weights today, but I think it's only for 2 of the subsets. Now walk back in and hang over your feet for a minute. Just loosen up here, drop down and back up, roll up. Okay, let's just warm up our upper body a little bit. So I'm using a light set of 5-pound dumbbells and 8-pound dumbbells as well. You should use whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, now just a little bit of this again. I'm going to try to show you modifications with my instructions. Hopefully I'll remember every time. Okay, so first of all, my mat is crooked. So I'm going to fix that. Sorry, a little OCD there. All right, so we're starting with chair pose. Now I think I made it crooked. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. Anyway, okay, so we're starting with chair pose, hold, and then we're going to go into a narrow plie and releve. So it'll be 40 seconds of chair pose hold, which we're going to start in about 25 seconds. I have to watch my clock here. Okay, so you remember chair pose, right? Feet hip width apart. We're going to go in about 7 seconds. And down. Butt goes back, pelvis tucked under. Your upper arm should be over your ears. Core fully engaged. We're not going to repeat these supersets today. I'm taking it easy on you. About 10 seconds. Two and up. Good. Okay, so now we're going to do a narrow plie and releve, which I am sure you remember. You can have your hands on your hips. We're going in 5 seconds. And down, squeeze your inner thighs and up. When you come up on the releve, you should be on the balls of your feet. About 5 seconds. And last one. Good. Okay. Now we're going to do a deep hip flexor stretch. So let me just give you some info here. So this is the full exercise. We're going to start here, which is a stretch that we frequently do. Once you get comfortable in this position, you're basically going to lift up. You can do this, you can do this. You want your core engaged, and we're just going to stay like that for 40 seconds. And then we're going to do the other side. Yeah, I think we'll do that, and then we'll do the active exercise. So we have about 35 seconds, so let me show you the other way. So the other way, the other foot is forward. And it's the same thing. Once you're comfortable, lift up. And we'll stay there, okay? So we're gonna go in about 15 seconds. Let's do our preparation here. Get into the stretch with your hands on the mat. Going in about 5 seconds. Make sure your form is good. And come up. Now you should be pushing forward here, not down. Make sure your back is not arched. I'm going to check the clock without falling. Just hold. And up. Good job. We're going to do the other side now. Do our preparatory stage. Make sure you're comfortable here. You need a little stretch in. 3, 2, and 1. And 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, so now we're kind of doing the couplets a little bit off here. Now we're going to do the reverse lunge and leg swing, if you remember that. So I'm going to hold on to the bench here. If you remember, leg comes up and goes back, up and back. So we'll do that in about 20 seconds. So we'll start this way. If you need something to hold on to, that's fine. Going in about 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Reverse lunge, and leg comes up and back. This will be your last one. Okay, now we'll do the other side. Going in about 10 seconds. And 3, and 2, and 1. And leg swing. This will be your last one. Good job on that. Okay, now we're doing a wall sit. Very straightforward. Hopefully this mat won't slide. And we're gonna go in about 5 seconds. And 3, 2, and down. Just 40 seconds. The other exercise in the superset will be a squat and toe touch. And 1. Good. Okay. Now squat and toe touch. Pretty straightforward. Just down. And so on and so forth. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. It's a narrow squat here. Make sure you're using proper form. Go at your own pace. And last one. Good job. Okay, let's grab a sip of water. Okay, so now we're gonna do some arm things. So for this, I'm gonna use the 5-pounders. So what we're doing is dumb waiter, which if you remember, your arms are out like this. They should be parallel with the floor. And we're gonna go out and we're just gonna hold like this. They should be parallel to the floor, just check. And we're not going yet, I'm just demonstrating. We're gonna hold like that. And then the other part of the superset is just gonna be a bicep burnout. So let's do our preparatory stage here. Make sure that your arms are parallel to the floor, and also it's not a bad idea to have your fingers extended so that you're not using them to grip to the weights. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and out and just hold. If it's uncomfortable to go all the way, that's okay. You can come back here a little bit. Just make sure you got your core engaged here. Check to make sure they're staying parallel, and just hold for 40 seconds. It's hard to see without a mirror, I have to say. Make sure your shoulders are down. In 3, 2, and 1. Drop the weights. Next, we're going to do our bicep burnout. We're going about 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Now here, make sure your elbows are in, shoulders down, core engaged. Do you guys like my little microphones decorating me today? They really stand out on a light colored shirt. Keep breathing. I need one of those headset microphones. And good. Okay, so now I'm going to use the heavier ones because we're going to do a military hold in about 10 seconds, which just means you want to be here. Your upper arm should be parallel with the floor, and we're just going to hold and go. Core engaged. Shoulders down. You should really be feeling your abs engaging here also. And after this, we're going to do a shoulder burnout and I'm going to switch back to the 5-pounders. And release. Good. Next, shoulder burnout, which is just that. It's very simple and straightforward. I have an itch. Okay. In 3, 2, and go. Feel the pace is comfortable for you. Make sure your core is engaged. And release. Okay, now we're gonna get down on the floor because we've got some ab things. So first is prayer hold in 5 seconds. 3, 2, and up. Now here, you want to be using your abs to pull yourself up, not your shoulders. Keep your shoulders back, shoulder blades off the floor, and just hold. Keep breathing. Don't let yourself sink back. And release. Okay, now we're going to follow that up with frog crunch, which is your feet are up and we crunch like that. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When your legs are up, your thighs should be squeezing together. Really lift your shoulders up. Make sure your core and your abs are engaged. Back flat on the floor. And that was our last one. Okay. So next is a full bridge hold, which I feel like I put in almost every workout that we do together. In 3, 2, and 1. And just hold. I like this exercise in particular because it kind of works everything, especially the posterior chain, if you will, but also your arms, your shoulders, your back. And of course your core. And release. Okay, next is crab dance. And you know what? Let me just actually pause here for a moment to just show you a modification on crab dance. So the full one is this. And you could modify by going down in between every rep. So you go up and touch your toes and then come back down. You could also just get rid of the upper body and go up and do this. And you could do that and also rest in between. So really it's just however modified you need it to be for you. So we're going in about 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and go. If you have a hard time balancing, I find it helps to find a point to stare at straight ahead. Clock. And last one. Good. Next, we're gonna do hundreds, which, if you remember, you can do it like this with your core hollowed out and hold your arms out. You can also hold behind your legs. You can have your legs fully up if that's comfortable for you. And you could also not have your upper body lifted. You could just have your chest lifted and do this. So it's up to you. So we'll go in about 10 seconds. I'm going to keep my legs bent. Do your preparatory and arms out. Two, and release. Down to the mat. Give yourself a break for a second. And we're going to follow that up with teasers. Move down a little bit. So if you remember, hands behind your thighs and pull yourself up to here, and then toes go up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. So we'll go in about 10 seconds. So get ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. So we go up, toes go up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think we'll have time to do a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Okay. Now we are going to do a just straight up plank hold on your elbows in 3, 2, and go. And release. Okay, we're actually going to come to standing now. So, because we're going to do inchworm or walk out or whatever you want to call it. We're going to do an inchworm to a push-up. I'm going to bend my knees for the push-up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and walk out. Hands down. You can do a full push-up, of course, if you want to. We'll do 2 more of those. And last one. Whew. Okay, back down. Bear pose hold. You can do it. I know you can. In 5, 4, 3, 2, knees up. Just hovering above the mat. Shoulders down, core engaged. And release. Whew! Oh yeah. Now we're gonna do plank ankle reach. Whew! In about 5 seconds. Up to plank and go. This is one of those exercises I really enjoy, so I often forget to look at the clock. Last one. Okay, we're gonna finish up here with our last superset, but unfortunately it's one we have to do on both sides, so it's actually 4 exercises. The first one is side bridge hold. Now here, let me take a second. If you want to modify, you can have one leg bent. You could have both legs bent even, and a full, of course, is where the legs are stacked. If this is difficult to balance, you can spread your feet also. So we'll go in about 5 seconds. You can put your hand on your hip. Just make sure that everything's aligned here. You can do this if you'd prefer. Just breathe through it. And release. Woo, that's a tough one. So now why don't we continue with this side. So now we're gonna do a bridge with a knee and then back down. Up, knee, and back down. We'll go in about 5 seconds. 3, 2, and up, and knee, and down. And this will be the last one. And good. So now just the other side. And we'll go in about 10 seconds. This is the hold, of course. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. And release. Okay, so same thing as on the other side. We're gonna go in about 10 seconds. This will be the last one. It's very exciting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and up, and knee, and down. I think we'll have time for 2 more. Last one. And down. Woo! Good job, you guys. Oh my God. Let's go into child's pose. Woo. Send your butt as far back as you can. I bet you'll be feeling that one tomorrow, you guys. Okay, why don't we do a little mermaid here. So arm down, and we'll just hold. And come back up for a second. Go the other way. Of course, keep your core engaged. And let's do that one more time. And up and counter stretch. Let's do the other side. Ooh, my left hip is hurting me today. So arm down. Just hold. And up and counter. Ooh, I really am feeling those planks already, man. Back on my shoulders. Now, let's do a little leg stretch here. Check your posture. And then chest over your thigh. Make sure both hips are down. Just go as far as you can. I'm sure you can see that I can't really pull myself forward, and that's because I am lacking cartilage in parts of my spine. If you were curious, just go as far as you can without it hurting. And then back up. And we'll do the other side. So chest over your thigh, both hips down. This leg's a little tighter. Just breathe into it. Now, why don't we do our little glute and hip stretch? So, go up into down dog, and actually let's just stay here for a moment. You can pedal your feet to loosen the backs of your legs, although they should be pretty loose now. Okay, now one leg goes up, and then pull it underneath you, and you want your shin parallel to the floor, and just sit on it and breathe. Should be feeling it in your glute and your hip. Should really be feeling a release. And the other side. So back up here. This leg goes up and under, and breathe. Okay, now let's just do a quad stretch here. And remember, you can always stand up if this is uncomfortable for you. We can stretch our arms and chest. We're going to pull forward. Clasp your hands behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Push your chest forward. Keep your core engaged. And then we'll do a counter. Okay, so Let us get back up. So back into down dog and walk in, hang over your feet. And let's turn our feet out, drop down for an inner thigh stretch. And feet in, slowly roll up. And one breath in. Release it. Let's do that again. Well, I know that that was tough for me, so I hope that it was a challenge for you too. And I hope you're not in too much pain tomorrow. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.